Wait, though. Then how?
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
What?
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
So now I'm confused. Cause you got to get back into the girls' locker room to switch the rug and hide the body and all that. So did a girl kill him? But the murder was committed in the... No, bro, I'm sure. Somebody could have borrowed like Junko or something and got in there from the to think that Chihiro was actually a guy. I thought the thought had never even crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room,
and was then moved to the girls'
locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Okay.
Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
The motive is to throw the blame on little Miss Psychopath Killer.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting.
He's still so calm, bro.
Interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
Bro, this is crazy.
When you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as
Yo, what
correct?
the hell is going on?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
I'm stumped.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Bro, I am stumped. I have nothing to say. But if Kuya didn't do it, who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer.
I got it!
Killer is a guy. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Bro, get out the way, bro!
Shoot!
Them little purple things be trying to sell.
Isn't there a single clue
Ooh.
Did nobody get...
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind
Get out
of
the
new
way.
info.
Oh. I mean, Celeste saw the victim. I'm giving y'all the right stuff. Okay, let me wait a minute.
Single clue that might work. Did nobody get...
I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Cap.
No, that's wrong.
Cap.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
I know you did.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Yeah, only Makoto.
The
Makoto.
rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
What'd he say? Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Y'all, I know who the killer is. And I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say it right now. And if I'm right, that has pain, bro. I think I know who it is, bro. I ain't going to say nothing.
I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, the marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
I think I know who it is.
Knowing what you know, I can't even guess.
I can.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Y'all,
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
I do know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Track jacket, duffel
Are you
bag.
sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Okay.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Because Hero's track jacket really holds some clue to the killer. Somehow it's... And we jumping right into it. Hold on. Hey then.
First of all, we know
Yeah.
where Chihiro was
Yeah.
headed.
Yeah.
He was on his way to go exercise.
Okay.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Why?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! We picked that tracksuit because it
Maybe it's
matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Okay.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Your
don't even
tracksuit
have a
black, eh?
tracksuit.
He don't got a tracksuit.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must
White.
know.
Yeah, you got a white tracksuit
Did
from the
any of
warehouse.
that really help us get any closer?
You got a
to
white
figuring out
tracksuit
who
from the
culprit
warehouse.
is?
No
But when,
way. Not a chance.
but when he started working out,
You heard
and he
it
said,
right.
no way, not a
What he
chance.
just said without even realizing it?
Let me see.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was on his way to go exercise.
Huh? That do what I said.
Shoot!
Bro, come on, bro.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was on his way to go. So next we have, why did he choose this?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! He picked it matched the one the culprit.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Your tracksuit black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Synthesizing.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us?
Nah, it
get
didn't.
any-
It didn't. Keep it
Not a
pushing.
chance.
Hold on.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was on his way to go exercise. So next
Okay.
we have, why did he choose this?
What do you mean, the
I
specific?
got it! It matched the one the culprit.
Okay.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Shoot!
Oh my goodness, y'all. We down bad. We down bad. I'm
First of all,
stumped.
we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! We picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Let me think.
So, what
Let me
you're
think.
saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Blue tracksuit.
My tracksuit is black.
Okay.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white track. I got it.
Okay, blue tracksuit.
Really help us.
No way. Not a chance.
And you killing me with that no way, not a
What he
chance.
just said
And we
without
running out of
realizing
time.
it?
We are running out of time. Okay. Let me think for a second. Let me think. Pressure pack recording services. All right. I'm back. Yo, I'm back. And I've been trying to use the flashbacks.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
And
He was on his way to go
I'm
exercise.
stumped.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit?
What do you mean? I got it.
Okay, blue tracksuit.
So, what you're saying, the killer was
This is what
wearing
we got
the
right
same
now.
blue tracksuit as him?
How you know? Hold on. The killer
First
was
of all,
wearing the
we know
same
where
blue
Chihiro was
tracksuit.
headed.
I
He
don't.
was on his way to go exercise.
Hold
So
on.
next we have to, why did he choose the specific?
What do you mean? The specific?
I got it. We picked that. It matched the one the culprit was
Hold on.
wearing.
Let me stop trying to use
So,
flashbacks.
what you're saying is,
Celeste
the killer was
account.
wearing
She
the
ain't
same
say that
blue
though.
tracksuit.
No, that's wrong.
You telling me I've been sitting here this long?
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
I knew it.
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
We all know I knew it was. We know that.
she never said anything about the jacket's color.
She did not.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just.
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
Let me
The
find
only
out it's
one
really
I told
Mondo.
about
They done
anything
changed it
was
3
you.
times, y'all.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just. I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was.
Now, back to what I was saying earlier. When I was like, I know who the killer is. But when I was saying that, he promised her he'd help her get stronger or something like that. I know y'all remember that. He was like, I can help you get stronger, blah, 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 on my dead brother, blah, 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 blah.
Because he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry. Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by
Tongue
chance.
swinging all out
I
our
just
mouth.
happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry, and it was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the
Talking
bag.
about you to help her get stronger. You went and bodied the girl.
If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't
I mean, the
possibly
dude.
have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue.
Mondo!
That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. The way he was acting. The way he talked. Oh,
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Huh?
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
I am a whole L. I can't believe I missed that. I made Lil Mac look bad.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
We might not be. There's always
My
something.
time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Speak, boy.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
We found it on the ground.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
Okay.
I was totally sure I'd found it.
You dig me.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken. As
As
is
is
Leon's,
Leon's.
sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there?
Yo, they
somewhere?
done changed the killer like 3-4
How
times, bro.
precisely
Are we sure
did
it's
the
Mondo this
handbooks
time?
get broken?
But then again, he did say, yo, he did say that about the tracksuit.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
I remember.
Yeah! You remember that?
Yeah.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
Spill the beans.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
If anything, put a
Then
rule.
allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting.
So
I learned one new fact today.
he left it in the sauna. Was it when he was in the sauna with Taka? No. That's a whole nother time.
That is a mere
That's a
trifling
whole nother
speck
time.
of
Whole nother
knowledge.
time. So he just went
Anyway,
laid it in the
if
sauna.
you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer
I'm
took their
into
own
this.
handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Facts.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
He took his handbook into the sauna. He took his handbook into the sauna when he did that
I might
thing.
know
He
someone
still
who
had his
did.
clothes on. When they did the challenge and then they became brothers. You know what I'm talking about?
Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
He left his clothes on. He left his clothes on. It's Mondo.
Here's my answer.
He left his clothes on.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
Facts.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill.
Then who did it?
This. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt. What I got? What I got that proves it behind the shadow of a doubt? Oh, wow. Broken e-handbook.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Cap.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh my God. Come on with the cap, bruh. I just sold though. I'm gonna have to slow it down so I can hit it, man.
If
I'm
what
gonna
he
slow it
says
down.
is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto
Let's just go
said
through
is
it. Let's go through it fully and then we
My
gonna pick
goddamn
one.
handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Cap. Okay, so that's as far as it go. Okay.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct,
then you broke your own. In other words, If Mondo's handbook is actually broken,
Okay.
then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Wow, the purple thing.
See? Makoto was wrong. Mondo
Bro.
wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'm not wrong, bro.
Let's
Watch out,
test
bro.
Makoto's assertion.
If what he says you broke your own, in other words, if
I gotta
Mondo's
shoot them
handbook
things,
and that
bro. Let's do it.
Well, my
Let's do it.
goddamn handbook works just fine.
Cap. Ah!
Look! Makoto
And
was
then
wrong.
things
Mondo
keep getting in the
wouldn't
way,
hurt a fly.
bro. His handbook don't work just fine, bro. We got this, y'all. Hold on.
Let's test
Makoto's. If what he said you broke your own, in other words, if Mondo, then that proves that.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Hold that. Now it works just fine. Let me use to my advantage then.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You know what I
The
mean.
handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma
Open
said
it up.
himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right.
Now open it up.
The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has
Now open the
right now
handbook
is
up.
actually Leon. But
Now open the
doesn't that
handbook
violate
up.
the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student. But if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rule.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
You slide.
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Okay.
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Let me get this done. 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 You know we number one. You know we number one. Pressure pack, legendary. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it flowing. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it flowing. You already knowing. Chihiro got bodied. Left her dead in the lobby. I ain't got time. Be Sabi, Nabi. Oh, hold on, wait. She walked in the room. She walked in to get her doom. She was going for her doom. When she walked in, she see him working out. Turned her back. Okay. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna start at the end. Let's start at the end. Let's start at the end. This is not it. Start at the end. Alright. He tied her up and left her up there. Bro, this man Kuya is down horrible. He might be a psychopath himself. And he tie her up. He write the blood and stuff after. Alright. Okay. Hold on right quick. That boy left her dead in the lobby, though. Is this toxic? Okay. Cause he hadn't hit her yet. Okay, hold on, man. I'm getting frustrated. Okay. Let me take my time. Okay. She entered the boys' locker room. She entered the boys' locker room. She would see him lifting weights, right? You see what I'm saying? I feel like I ain't got enough options. Right here. Okay. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Y'all see what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't drop it till after that. He dropped the weight. Nah, he peel it off right here. He peel it off. They go in. Three minutes. Going crazy for no kind of reason. I already took care of that. All right.
Here's exactly what happened.
Let's go.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Right.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Okay.
Simple, because she was really a he.
Yep.
Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
smack, dump,
attacked him.
Splat, splat.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Okay.
It was likely in the heat of the moment.
Lil Mac.
The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Give me lower.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, then, removing the bloody poster.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's this part that don't add up. He picked the body up, then what? If it ain't the dumbbell, what is it? Like, you see what I'm saying? Went to the girls' locker room. Went to the girls' locker room.
The killer is you!
Let's see.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Okay.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Okay.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
Damn.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Then he wrote on the wall. 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 Okay. There you go.
The killer is you! He used used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Put that bloodlust on the wall.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that
This
Genocide
is
Jack
crazy.
was responsible for the slaughter.
This is
And around
crazy.
the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of messed it up for me when I figured out it was Mondo.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Got it, yeah.
Mondo Arata.
Still, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer is already revealed itself earlier in the trial. All I have to do is check that one item is his and everything will come clear. New element. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and during both time press the RB button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this time, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push A, Y, however you want. And just try to focus on it. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of the time. Of course, it shouldn't be fair only to access punch time, right? So we've also prepared something called Negatime that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Negatime during, I don't know, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing will happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Negatime. Well then, good luck, have fun. Bro, I'm on mean, bro.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen.
I couldn't see. I couldn't see. He tempoed down. I couldn't see. Hold on. Yeah, nah, I'm giving it another shot. Stop playing with me. Let's go.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it.
On my heart!
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that,
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Bro, them damn hit the button joints, bro. I bet I did get a beat. I deserve a beat.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma.
Time to die.
Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting.
Shut up,
no
Taka.
holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank. Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Like, bro. Jesus! Dead man, yeah, that's you. Dead man, get him some shoes. Dead man, put him in a pack. Dead man, never coming back. Uh-oh, look like this time you... Look, oh wait, look, looks like... Bro, it's been too long. Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again? Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Shiro Fujisaki was Mondo Wada.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Imaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he could kill someone.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
It looks like Mondo is taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his path. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but anyone who doesn't really want to hear it can hit the B button to fast forward to the next. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Shiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further and further into that weakness, and to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will ever say anything about even though you're a boy. Hold on. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept the fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest, and if you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secret, which of course included Shiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet,
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now, but I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I could talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right. I
Now's
want
my
to
chance.
change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising, and he was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help, but he wanted to tell that person his secret first and then ask him to help him from there. And the person he went to, it was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Facts, I said the same thing. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. Why they say Chihiro was talking made me change my voice. That was his aspiration. And he thought only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that. So then that would be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did. You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done? That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made with Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that. Oh no, then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you? Because no matter what, bruh, I didn't want anyone to know.
Knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
Don't
It's
make
impossible.
me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know? You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, you're a clown. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join the gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had to put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his brother's reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo is just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers from other members of the gang, which is why
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, damn, he pushed Mondo out the way. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I messed up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's the team you and me to put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang in order to keep the gang together and to keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident, and as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies of his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and bro worked hard on to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with all kind of fuzzy uneasiness, bro, and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that uneasiness turned itself into rock hard lump of anxiety way down into my stomach. And it was right around then, bro, that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you, but why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Because, I mean, you kept a secret all this time. If anyone find out, you would...
But I want to change.
You're right, but I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I had been giving myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? What you're saying is, I should just say it. You're saying, if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret. I was jealous. I was jealous of Shihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me. Hey, you making fun of me? I'm strong. You fooling me right now? I'm not making fun of you. You're really strong, Mondo. I felt I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to.
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was staring at him down on the ground.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
He was normally so aggressive and angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like this. And it turned him cold-blooded. Damn! Like him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret of past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his own regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't. You bastard! Just shut up. Go ahead, say that again, I dare you. I said it many times as I want. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing.
Kid me.
Give me execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will get punished. Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For the Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
R.I.P. Mondo. My guy. They took my mans. They took my diamonds. He owned the bike with him? With the fake haircut? Cage of Death. Monokuma riding a bike? What the? What the hell? What the hell happened? He got electrocuted? He not even on the bike. He turned that nigga into butter. Laugh at death and your soul will be forever happy. Bro. I'm ending it right here. He turned that nigga into butter. If you enjoyed this, if you made it this far, love and appreciate you. And yeah, bro. Crazy episode, bro. And I knew. When I figured out that Mondo, it kind of messed up my reaction. And if I was kind of quiet, my bad. I'll catch y'all in the next epi. Peace.